What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackerz, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about five, well, it's going to be six, but two of them are essentially the same with a little bit of a difference, but you'll see. But I want to talk to you about five support spirits that are underutilized that I think people should start looking into just a little bit more. Play test around with it just a little bit more. So, this has nothing to do with Mega Man, by the way. It's just an Amiibo I just grabbed. But the five spirits I want to talk to you guys about today, again, support spirits, because these are, if you're thinking about training your own Amiibo with spirits, thinking about training your own raid boss, and you hear all the rules. All right, typically you got the big five that are banned: great auto heal, regular auto heal, super armor, armor knight, and slow super armor. Those are typically banned from major competitions and for fun. So you want something different? Well, I got five underutilized spirits here. So let me start with where's the first one that I want to talk about? Down here at the bottom. First one is the critical super giant. I will jump into a bit of gameplay to demonstrate each of these and how they play, but critical super giant essentially, well, it makes you giant at a certain point of the game. So yeah, take a look. Alright, so critical super giant. This sounds like it could be extremely fun. It can be, but it's also very easily, avoidable slash dodgeable. So how does this spirit work? So this actually activates right about 80%. And then, see, there we go, we'll activate it. So now the opponent, or whoever is occupying the spirit, now has, well, giantism, whatever you want to call it. But the sad thing is it only lasts for 10 seconds, and then it's done. So that is a very big negative to using this spirit. Although, if you use it on a bigger character, like a King K. Rool, a Bowser, a Donkey Kong, King Dedede, Ganondorf, they could make so much great use out of it that it's absolutely incredible. It works. It does what it needs to do. So let's just, real quick, let's just have him be a level 9 computer. I'm going to activate that real quick, and then let's have him fight me. Watch out, like, look at this. This is a typical spirit set in terms of power. And Byleth, he made use of it. Byleth made use of it. So, don't get me wrong. Critical Supergiant is good, but since it takes up all three spots, you can, if you know how to avoid, if the opponent knows how to avoid taking damage or can stay on the offensive the whole time, well, Critical Supergiant is something to consider, but I don't think it should be at the top of anybody's list. But again, it's something to keep in mind. Maybe you could find the right character to throw it on there and have a lot of fun. Next spirit I want to talk about is the Ender Dragon, the mouth full of curry up 2. This one, again, takes up 3 support slots, but this one is definitely worthy, in my opinion, of taking up all 3 slots. I don't think Critical Supergiant is worthy of 3 slots, especially for how short the duration is, but I think Curry is, and you'll kind of see it in the clip. It's pretty fun, and again, you get the Ender Dragon by either defeating it on Steve's Spirit board, or I'm sure it pops up in the shop for some people, so you could buy it from there. But yes, Ender Dragon, mouthful of curry. Take a look at the clip. Alright, up next, we're going to go with the Ender Dragon Spirit here, showing this off a little bit. So the cool thing about this one actually lasts for quite a while. This one lasts roughly 21 seconds, at least 20 seconds, which is a very good time to make use out of this. And check out the length. Check out the giant, I don't want hitbox, if you will. Look at how far that Donkey Kong is away from Terry here, and how much that it kept continuously hitting me. I mean, yes, I was standing there, but if the Amiibo is going to be chasing an opponent while having this for the first 20 seconds, it's free damage. It makes the other Amiibo somewhat run away to try to avoid it, and it just puts your Amiibo in such a better position. So it's really good. Covers a great distance, like you've shown. 20 seconds, that's much better, especially compared to other spirits like that the Max Brass, the Critical Supergiant. This one starts the battle, and you get quite a lot of uses out of it. So this one is definitely one to kind of consider. Third spirit, actually the third and fourth spirits are essentially the same thing. There is a difference between them, but they're both critical health healing. So this one is just regular critical health healing. This one only takes up 2 spots. So what this does is at a certain percentage, and again I will show it off in the clip, but at a certain percentage, you will recover a great deal of health when a certain amount of damage is reached. So it kind of can help swing the tide of battle in a degree. And plus, since this one only takes up 2 spots while recovering health, it kind of gives you that little extra option for one more cool support spirit. Trade-off ability. You want to pair that off. Trade-off ability starts you at 30%, and then it will just help you reach your threshold of that damage that you need to reach, and then, well, you'll end up healing. So it's kind of a cool way to kind of somewhat balance it out, but yeah, critical health healing, the regular one that takes up 2 slots, well, take a look at what it does. Alright, now we're talking about the critical health healing, the one that takes 2 slots, not all 3, but 2 of them. So we're going with the peach, the wedding peach spirit here. So I believe this one activates around 100%. So let's, boom, there you go, 100%. And we got to factor in the damage that we did. So Sephiroth was at 99% damage. Let's restart that. So he's at 99%. Total damage I do for the attack is 7. So 7 plus 99 puts him at roughly 106.2. And then he heals all the way down to 56. So that is a 50% health, regain. So it's definitely pretty useful. It can help out in a pinch, right? 50%, that's quite a lot, right? Like, I mean, it's not going to necessarily save you, especially if it activates right here at 100%. Watch this. This is still going to get the KO. And did you notice that? Did you notice how the effect actually kicks in? Watch the percentage here. I'm going to KO Sephiroth again, but watch it. His percentage will try to heal him, but since he's still at that high damage, it still factors in the knockback from his high damage at first. So he's still going to get flung right off the stage for an easy KO. So it's more of a use for, say, your opponent tries to go for that or something, tries to, whatever, they try to start a combo. If they don't go for an ending attack, then or a stock ending attack, well, then this one's perfect because you're going to gain your 50% back, and now the opponent's got to work that much harder to go get the stock, because look at that, free 50% for just fighting essentially and taking damage. All right, yeah, that's one to consider. All right, so now you can, now that we've seen that one, now we're going to talk about critical health healing up by 2, and this one takes up all 3 spots. But again, there's a reason it takes up all 3 spots. I think this one is definitely deserving of taking up all 3 slots, but again, it's the same thing. This time it recovers a ton of health when a certain amount of damage is taken. So again, we'll see it in the clip, but you get the Sothis spirit is on the Byleth spirit board, so you can defeat her there, and you end up getting the spirit. Pretty cool. This one's actually a pretty fun one. I do want to try to use this myself at some point. I have not used this on a raid boss, so I think maybe for Season 4 for somebody, I might try to use this. But yeah, take a look at, what it does. Alright, now we're moving on to Sothis, the critical health healing spirit that takes up all 3 support slots. Now this one, I mean, it takes up 3 for a reason. This one, again, activates right around 100% once you reach that marker. So let's do that. Let's hit you with that 7% damage again, and look at that. It heals you 100%. This thing can turn the tide of a battle just like that. Your opponent's going absolutely crazy, like, I got him, I'm going to get him. Sure, you sent him flying, but guess what? Well, now they're back down at 0. Like, that's absolutely crazy. And depending on what you might have been at, well, now your opponent might, or you might be at the advantage, even though you might have just been at the disadvantage a few minutes ago. So this one is definitely one worth thinking about. And again, you're still going to take the damage because you're still at the high percentage, so you're still going to get the big knockback. Ready? See? Still going to get the KO. The same effect still happens. The game tries to heal yourself because you reach the threshold of that 100%. But since your character's not going to survive that, unfortunately, that does mean that the spirit does get wasted, because if they come back, they don't it doesn't heal. The spirit only has a one-time use, so that's kind of the downside, I suppose. But if you can make use of it properly, your opponent doesn't go for a finishing attack there, well then guess what? You're gonna make tremendous use out of this. This is something I want to use myself for one of the spirits or one of my raid boss amiibos for season 4. And, well, I have no idea who I would use it for, but something I definitely want to try out. Moving on to our fifth spirit, if you will, but fourth different effect spirit. We're going to go with the dash attack. Now, you're going to say, really, dash attack? Well, guess what? The dash attack, people do not read this one fully all the way through. Look at the text scrolling at the bottom. Increases tackle and dash attack power. And slightly increases move speed. This is a 2 effect spirit in 1. So you got a slow character that or somebody that has slightly bad recovery, off stage. Move speed helps on stage, especially running back and forth, chasing down your opponents, getting to them a little bit quicker. Perfect. So many people will just use regular move speed up. And that one is only, let's see if we can find that one. Move speed up is only slightly increases left to right move speed. I'll find it for you. It's the exact same thing, but without the added, effect of, the dash attack spirit. Where's the movement speed? It's around here somewhere. I know it is. I'm kind of close, I think. Maybe not. Either way, movement speed. Okay, I probably passed it. I don't know where it is. There's so many dang spirits in this game. But either way, movement speed, the dash attack spirit, the dash attack spirit is so underutilized because people just don't read all the way through. This is a 2-in-1. This is... no, it's back up here. But it's a 2-in-1 spirit. Just take a look at the clip. I'll demonstrate it here. Alright, now we're moving on to the dash attack. One of my favorite underutilized spirits in the game. So many people do not read this one all the way through. But dash attack is a 2-in-1 spirit with no drawbacks. There's nothing negative about this. So, the first part that everyone reads, as we've seen, was that this increases your tackle and dash attack power, which is great, especially for characters that are really good with that dash attack, right? Perfect. Okay, cool. K. Rool comes to mind. Donkey Kong, heavy characters that just have really good dash attacks, obviously, would make use of this. But the secondary effect that nobody reads, this slightly increases movement speed. Now watch K. Rool. Usually K. Rool's not the fastest, but he's got a little bit more in his step. I know you can't really tell because I'm not comparing it to a normal speed, but as a K. Rool player, as a K. Rool main, I can tell you right here, he is moving slightly faster than he normally is, and that's what the spirit does. So you get 2 effects for 1. So it's just, when people use movement speed up, typically they will use the movement speed up spirit. And that's the same thing. It slightly increases left to right movement speed. Okay, well, why not use this one as well? Because you get a second benefit off of it with the increased attack and dash power. Now, again, not every amiibo is going to be able to utilize the dash attack power to its full potential. So it's kind of a pick your choice, specific type of amiibos will really benefit from this. But again, 2 spirits for 1. I don't think you can really go wrong with that. So this is definitely one to think about and keep in mind. And now the last spirit I want to talk about that I believe has a lot of potential, but nobody's willing to try it out, I guess. Either way, the Impact Run spirit. Now this one is pretty cool because, it actually damages the enemies when you dash into them. You don't need to press any attack buttons. You literally run into them and you will deal damage. You'll see that in the clip coming up. But again, this is the Meryl spirit, and there's 3 different ones, I believe. The Meryl, you got, who's this one? Nico Fire, and the last one is Akari Hayami. I don't know who that is. But you got 3 different spirits that have the Impact Run. They all do the exact same thing because they're all Impact Run, but it's very fun. It's a very cool spirit, and, here, look. And last but not least for today, we're going to discuss the Impact Run. Now, this one is actually pretty fun as well. This one is, I know some people will know what Insta-Drop is, but Impact Run, watch K. Rool here. As he runs, look at that. I didn't even do an attack. All I did was run, and there's a, look at it, there's a hitbox around him. He's got this brand new barrier around him. And you can literally, okay, that was a bad idea, but you could literally follow it up into something else like that. Look at that. Dash attack, as long as, the opponent doesn't DI or anything out of that. But Impact Run gives you something else for the opponent to worry about. You're going to charge them down. Maybe they're going to try to I don't know, they're going to try to counter you with a counter or something, you can really mix it up on them, really change up the way that they're going to view you. So maybe this definitely benefits faster characters like Sonic, which I've had my own raid boss Sonic actually had this impact run, and it was absolutely incredible, I might add you. But impact run, it just gives an ordinary thing in the game now the ability to deal damage, which is crazy. And there's actually a few characters that can combo impact run into stuff. My Mr. Game & Watch is able to combo impact run into side special, his judge attack. Boom, impact run into a 9, that'd be sick. Greninja can do impact run into forward air. That's a true combo that the Amiibo can do. So there's Amiibos that can combo with this, that know how to use it. But again, it's kind of like Insta-Drop. It only works with a select few, like only a few Amiibo will really make the proper benefits from it. So it's just up to you to go find it and train it and stuff. But that is all I have for this one today. I hope you guys enjoyed these 5, or well, I guess rather 6 different spirits that are underutilized, underlooked, and maybe if you're thinking about training your own Amiibo, thinking about training your own raid boss, and you don't want to go with the typical spirits, and you're like, hey, give me something different. I want something that's a little bit more fun. Well, here's 5 that you can think about. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.